Hello everybody, welcome back to this episode, and tonight we're going to be looking at NIO stock. So if you don't know what NIO is, it's actually just a Chinese car manufacturer. However, this one is a little bit different to some of the others which we have talked about in the past, like XPeng, that was another Chinese car manufacturer. But yeah, we're going to be diving into a lot of things about the stock which I think that you should basically know 100%. And if you want to see all this, I recommend that you stick around all the way until the end of the video, because there's going to be a lot of revelations and important pieces of news which I think you should know regarding the price of NIO. First things first, obviously I am not a financial advisor, I've said this enough, I'm sure you guys already know it anyway, but don't basically take anything that I say as 100% going to happen, because I don't fully know. So just before we begin the video, please do subscribe to the channel. You can see that we are on 124. If you guys could get us to 200, I would appreciate it a lot. Honestly, we're flying up there. We're getting to 1,000 very, very quickly. We've gone up by about 24 in the last 24 hours, maybe even a little bit more than that, because this website sometimes does lag. However, yeah, if you guys could get us up to 200, I'm sure that maybe 200 people are going to watch this episode. So can you be the one to like the video, and can you be the one to subscribe? I would appreciate it massively. It'd be a huge help in beating the YouTube algorithm. So now we've talked about that, let's look at the actual stock itself. Looking at NIO stock, we can see that on the 1 day it is down quite a bit, not really too much, just a linear slope downwards. Out to the 1 week, however, things are looking a bit more optimistic. We can see at the start of the week we're on a price of around 18.18. Now, even with that drop, we're on a price of 19.26, a high of 20.12. Not bad at all. Looking at to 1 month, we can see the stock at the start of the month basically shot up from the price of 13.78 all the way to highs of around 20.44-ish. So yeah, not really too bad on the 1 month. 6 month is when this becomes more apparent with this one. We can see here at the start of the 6 month period, this stock was only on $2.70, $2.60, $2.38 even at the start, and now you can see we're all the way up to $20 almost. So you can see the stock has basically had a huge rise in popularity. So obviously this is like a vehicle manufacturing stock, an electric vehicle manufacturing stock. Let's compare this to the general Nasdaq, which is generally speaking technology. Things like Tesla are in there, so if you're wondering. So the 1 day on the Nasdaq is similarly shaped down, quite linear progression, but a little bit more steep this time. Looking out to the 5 day, we can see this actually even more red than NIO, because NIO was green. This is starting to drop off towards the later end of the week from the 17th. And when we look out to 1 month, things become a lot more apparent. This has dropped all the way from here, where it was at around 12,420 points, and now you can see we've gone down quite a lot to over 10,000 points, so quite the drop there. But this does reflect how NIO is doing. So we can see in the 6 month the Nasdaq is positive, but looking at to 1 month on Nasdaq and 1 month on NIO, and you can see the difference there. So these stocks are sort of in the same category, but we need to look at reasons why the NIO stock is rising and reasons why the Nasdaq is falling, and why this makes NIO stock a superb stock to look into, and definitely one that you should be looking at. So we're just going to cross these off and go to a few other sources of information. Generally speaking, first things first, we're going to look at some price forecasts from analysts and whatnot. So you can see here, this is on moneycnm.com if you want to go check out the article, but we can look at this graph here and see estimates. Obviously I could talk you through this one if you want to see it, but if you do want to see it more in depth, obviously go check out the article yourself. But we can see here the estimates of this stock are about to skyrocket. The high estimate is plus 789%, putting this in a similar rise bracket to Tesla. The stock is apparently going to be valued at $170. Bear in mind that the minute it's valued at under $20, so this could be potentially a great buy. Even the low estimate for this stock is plus 133%, more than double your money at this current time, to a price of $44.80. So yeah, the median is around 500% growth, you know, casual, so 5 times your investment at the minute, and honestly that is great if this one does happen. So you could be looking at this stock price and see that it's been rising quite stably over the past 12 months, and then wondering why this prediction for the next 12 months is so high. And the simple reason is because of what NIO intends to do. So we're going to start this off by looking at NIO sale numbers. Obviously you can look more into this one if you would like to. However, I think it is important to note that NIO's revenue is going up hugely. They have basically been reporting doubled or quadrupled or triple sales over months and months in the past year. Obviously, with not too many people going out and buying cars, generally speaking, this year, that's quite amazing to hear for this. So, for such a small company, that is great news. Another thing is NIO wants to expand their brand into Europe and other continents and make NIO a well-recognized brand in the next few years, and that is obviously a very ambitious goal. However, it is technically possible to do, and of course with that comes a lot more customers. With a lot more customers comes a lot more income for the company. With a lot more income for the company obviously becomes a higher stock price. On top of that, we would get a lot of interest from investors who basically want to invest in a popular company at the minute, similar to Tesla. So yeah, this stock is not really too hyped at the minute in my opinion, but it might get a little bit more hyped in the future. So yes, there are a few features about NIO. Obviously it's an electric car company, I've stated that before, but we can see a cool feature here, which is a battery change. So basically, battery as a service in this sense. You can check this one out on NIO's website themselves. But if I am correct, what happens is you get the battery, you can swap it from another vehicle to have a fully charged battery. Very cool feature to have, and obviously that is a good thing because it means that you don't actually have to charge the car. So you don't have to wait to charge a car, you can just get the battery replaced similar to a traditional petrol or diesel car, just fill it up in a few seconds and then shoot off again. Obviously a lot of other electric car manufacturers don't yet have a feature like this. I personally think it should be common practice for electric vehicles, however it isn't yet, so this puts NIO ahead of the game on one front, as they have, in my opinion, a very important product which is in their business range, as a lot of other electric car manufacturers don't yet include things like this. So getting back to that forecast of the price, I think that does kind of play into it. Another thing is the more sales that they intend to do. So obviously intending to do more sales means that the company will get more money, like I've said. But yeah, generally speaking, analysts say that you should buy NIO stock looking here, and that is just because the company intends to make more money. Simply, obviously sales are rising, as you can see here. Reported earnings are down in 2018 from a price of minus $30 per share, I believe that is. And then if we look to this year, we can actually see the price is about to go positive, if not has already gone positive. Amazing to see for such a small company, and this company does intend to grow quite fast, so I can see this one being one to watch out for. Anyway, you guys tell me what you think in the comment section. I will see you in the next one tomorrow or later on. Goodbye.